This bad boy is AOC's Q27G4SDR, a 27-inch 360Hz 1440p QD OLED, and it confuses me. Let me explain. I'll say this up front, this is an amazing bit of kit. Genuinely, like, for gaming, this is incredibly hard to beat. Let's start with a little tour. From the outside, this can pretty easily be confused for the Q27G4SDR, the 240Hz sibling to this SDR. This one sports AOC's typical G4 styling, that being red accents on an otherwise grey plastic and metal panel backer body. There aren't any RGB LEDs here, just a typical gamer aesthetic, which is nice enough. And of course, a fully adjustable stand. Everything from height and swivel to tilt and rotation into portrait mode is included as you'd expect. Hell, even rotation to portrait mode in both directions. I don't know who's doing that, but the option's there. I/O is 2 HDMI ports, 1 display port, and a 2-port USB 3 hub with the yellow port for charging your devices. As for the on-screen menu, that's controlled with the frankly annoying underslung buttons on the edge of the panel, but it's otherwise a pretty standard actual menu with all of the typical OLED care settings. If you want to know more about them and my experience long-term with a QD-OLED panel just like this one, check out the ZDR video in the cards above. As for the panel, well, that's really where the magic is. This is, as I said, a 27-inch 360Hz 1440p quantum dot OLED panel, and man does it look good. For watching movies, TV and YouTube, this is brilliant. It's vibrant, rich, and the colours just look so damn good. It isn't quite as bright as you might like, but even in my bright studio, it's decent enough. To put some numbers to those words, my Spider X2 reports 99% coverage of the DCI-P3 spectrum and 83% of the Rec 2020 colour space. That's fantastic. Accuracy is spot on with a crazy good average delta E of just 0.51. And as always, there is a colour calibration report included in the box for you too. Brightness though, well, that's the usual sticking point for OLEDs. Happily, unlike the ZDR, this one has full brightness. That is still only 240 nits in SDR, but unlike the ZDR, this one has like 50 nits or so more and is a match for all of the other QD OLEDs that I've tested. And unlike the WOLEDs, including the new tandem OLEDs, the video in the cards about that one as well, there isn't an adaptive brightness limiter here, cutting the usable brightness down. As you might expect with an OLED, response times, tested with my very own open source response time tool, available at osrtt.com by the way, link in the description below, are functionally instant. This is exactly what you want to see for gaming. Although, I did find a weird behaviour, specifically when going to full white, RGB 255. Here's the light data from OSRTT for those transitions, where it goes up to the right level, like it does the transition correctly, but then it drops back down to the original level for a whole frame, and then jumps back up to close to the right level, and then just slowly trickles upwards in light level, like brightness, over the next like 100 milliseconds. This is the first inverted ABL I've seen. Happily, this only happens on full white, I suspect only on full screen too, and does not affect real-world performance. It's just a weird thing that maybe AOC can take a look at. As for latency, this is spot on, so the gaming experience is incredible. It is ludicrously smooth and responsive, potentially even more responsive than the ZD, that is, you know, the 240Hz version of this versus 360. Although I wouldn't say perceptibly so. It's a damn good gaming experience though, for all genres of games. Everything from, you know, fast-paced FPS games to scenic story games. This thing just works for all of them. It is brilliant. So, if this thing is so great, what's confusing about it? Well, in short, this monitor itself is currently selling for £500. Now that doesn't sound like too bad a deal for, 360 Hz 1440p QD-OLED, right? Except AOC themselves sell a 280 Hz QD-OLED with a nicer stand, the AG276QZD2, at just £380, although actually as of writing and filming this, it seems to have jumped back up to 430 for now, but it's very regularly sub 400, like every other time I check it's under £400. You get a near equal panel for up to £120 less? Sure, it's 280 versus 360 Hz, but if you care about the refresh rates, the AG276QKD2 is a whopping 500 Hz and is just £50 more than this thing. Why would you ever buy this when AOC themselves offer two arguably better options for either considerably less money or just 10% more for a much better refresh rate? That's what's confusing here. If this was a lot closer in price to the QZD2, that would be fine. This would be a fair fight, but for up to £120 more? Nah. I think despite this being like a really good it's a good, better, best situation, I would end up going with good or best personally. I think that's what's confusing. Still, this is an amazing monitor, and for the right price, it will happily serve as the near perfect gaming monitor. Of course, those are my thoughts, but I would love to hear yours in the comments down below. What do you think about the Q27G4SDR and how it compares to the ZDR and the AG276QZD2 or ZD2 and the QKD2? It's a bit of a mess of names. There's a lot of numbers here. I'll leave some links to them in the description if you're interested, but do let me know what you think of this whole mess of OLEDs in the comments down below. If you want to see more videos like this one, I have a bunch of other monitor reviews coming up, so check those out with the subscribe button. If you want to see some of the other monitor reviews that I've done already, there's a whole playlist of them in the end cards you can check out. And like I said, if you want to be able to test monitors like this yourself, I make my very own open source response time tool for monitor testing. I designed it right here at home and I build them at home here in the UK and ship them worldwide. So if you want one, the link is in the description. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you on the next video.